welcome back to KRAMER APAC here in Port Moresby, East Boroko to be exact. And it's the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union second Premier Grade fixture of the afternoon, round 5. It's a match between KRAMER APAC Brothers and CHEMCARE Juggernauts.
Yeah, the KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers taking on CHEMCARE Juggernauts. We will quickly look at the team lists before we get into the match.
And the brothers lineup, well, you know what? We don't have a team list for either side, but we will get the team list as the match progresses, and we will definitely read them out to you. But the players will be called by name wherever possible as we're giving this match to you live. And Getty Rucker, oh, not Getty Rucker.
That's Mitch Jonah.
Mitch Jonah leading out brothers on the left there. And his Juggernauts counterpart on the right. See a bit of size from both sides, so it should be a competitive fixture. Brothers coming off that loss to Valley Hunters last week.
Yeah, the grand final rematch.
Yeah.
Went to the Valley Hunters, of course. Brothers will be looking to get back into that winner's circle here this afternoon.
Yeah, disappointing result for brothers. And they did try. It wasn't as if they didn't put in an effort that was wholehearted. They just couldn't beat a very good Valley Hunters side who stayed with them and then just broke away towards the end of that match. Took their opportunities. Brothers, a quality side, will always play with that pride. This is their, I think, their 50th year of existence. So
51st.
51st? Are you sure about that? That's right, you play for brothers. Beg your pardon. Now, we've got a man who's about to start proceedings. Looks like...
That's Arthur Clement.
Arthur Clement, that's right. He played halfback last week.
He's first receiver this week with Austin Mohe at scrum half. Puts it up high.
Yeah, hangs nicely. Tapped back, though. I don't think he could have tapped. He should have held on to it. There wasn't any red jerseys around him when he made contact with the ball, so Juggernauts now have it. And we're going to see a box kick coming in, nicely taken, because there's hardly anyone at the back there. We see the brothers fullback having to rush across to cover that, and all the men in the red jerseys now on the attack. They're going to go to the right. He just needs to go through the hands. If they could just hold on to the ball, Benji. If they could just hold on to the ball. That's just the key aspect of any attacking play. Hold on to the ball. Miscommunication, I would say.
Yeah,
he wasn't meant to get it. He got in the way. He was an obstacle to his own team's progress.
But we'll have the first scrum of the match here. Inside brothers are 22 now.
That looked like, I could say, Leslie Bobby or Karis. I won't even try to pronounce his name because it's written in such a way that it's almost like hieroglyphics. Anyway, Juggernauts with the ball in possession, going to the right. The hands, good enough. That recycle needs to be just as good, and it is. It's slow coming out there. They're realigning for the next phase in attack. And now it's the Juggernauts running a few of the big men. Ball slow come out. Dummy thrown. Crusaders are going to just go to ground. I beg your pardon. It's Juggernauts are going to go to ground. Pressure coming in from brothers. They're coming in from the side. Not
That's
sure.
Nalu. The referee said that the ball was out, so it was fair play to Nalu.
So he could just come around from the side and pick it up. All right, if it was out, that's the way it is. Toa goes down, almost stripped of it, but he's firm in his grasp or in his grip. And Clement, is that Clement?
Yeah, that is Clement.
Throws it out. Clearance coming in, kind of off the side of the boot, but it's still going to stay in field. Juggernauts, space opens up for him. Pops the pass, taken. Okay, let's see how good their concentration is. They need to recycle this, which they do. Brothers realign. Going through the hands. Now, this is the man who made the mistake earlier on. Now he's got an opportunity to make up for it.
Knock on.
Just try to grab at it. Didn't quite have a grip. You think it was because whoever was holding it still had a hold of it and it hadn't released it at that stage. What would you have done, Benji?
No, I think also it was the ball was tangled up in one of his teammates' foot as well. So when he was quickly trying to remove the ball to pass it out wide.
Has a halfback ever rucked his own teammate just to get at the ball? That's an interesting question. Anyway, brothers with the scrum feed.
Mohe
now playing
at
scrum
the base
half.
of the scrum, but not binding correctly.
Guess who it was? Our good friend in the number 1 jersey.
I think that's Adrian CRU. Adani CRU. Karuri.
Yeah, kick for touch, gets into touch. Brothers. No Tony Sipa in the starting lineup or on the bench. Played a role in last week's match against Valley Hunters, but he's nowhere to be seen.
They've gone short to no. Mohe gives it to Clement. Short ball for Pangas in the 12.
Good contact. Makes meters post contact. Clement trying something with his left boot. Is he left-footed? That's what I want to ask. Didn't really look coordinated. Anyway, the return is
It looks like a 50-22. Yes, it was.
50-22. Well, he would have been just maybe a few inches inside his half when he kicked that ball. That's great.
Yeah, that's great work from I believe that was Billy Tirep or Anton Gilbert.
Well, Juggernauts getting some reward here for a fortuitous play. Little kick, more of a speculator, but he got the 50-20. Just inches in it, I would say. Juggernauts. That ball is taking a while, and somebody just dives over the top, going through the hands. Man in the 13 for Juggernauts.
It's Mac Louie.
Mac Louie. Oh, I love that name, Mac Louie. Nice, short, sharp, just like the way he plays. Oh, that one was just, they had defenders on him before he even got the ball, but he somehow managed to pass it on to a teammate. And Crusade, Juggernauts now just need to be a bit, just need to consolidate. They don't need to do anything flash. Passed off the ground there, he needed to. Those black jerseys were converging.
Also, the ball was out as well, so he had to move quickly.
Oh, Juggernauts making a mess of that.
Off the mark, you have to.
Well, I've seen those ones let go. I mean, a meter in front of the referee. What's a meter, right?
And kick for touch.
Ooh, that's
is
nice.
Successful. Great kick as well.
That's Manu
Tupia,
who's been doing a lot of their kicking for touch, playing fullback.
No, not able to get that ball. Nalu.
Karuri is the one who's come up with it for Juggernauts. And now Gilbert, halfback. Needs to work out what he wants to do with it. He made a mistake the last time trying to reach for it. Box kick coming in. Yeah, he boxed it and he kicked it. Caught nicely though.
To'o at the back. Return serve. Puts it high.
Yeah, it hangs though. Oh, communication is not a strong suit for a prop and his halfback or his fly half.
Yeah. So brothers will have the scrum feed, but I think there was a bit of confusion between the two players from Juggernauts. They're not able to figure out who's going to get the ball and who's going to get there first. So we see a scrum feed, a loose head feed to brothers now. Austin Mohe with the feed. Brother scrum holding well. Comes to Clement. Clement. Pass to Kennedy. Kennedy. He has the ball. He picks it up. He goes again. Great experience. Sevens experience from Kennedy, of course. Mohe. Brothers take a ruck. I think that's Gustav Icy being driven back. Great solid contact as well. Referee has is playing advantage. Quick tap from Mohe. Spots a couple of players offside. Thought there was a high tackle, but now Icy with it. He makes inroads into the Juggernauts at 22. Clement, at the base of the ruck, gives it to Tanale. Tanale, he's brought down. Mohe gives it to Kumye. The referee was playing advantage for the high tackle, so they'll come back to that.
Yeah, that was Kumbawong.
Kumbo.
Gordon?
No, that's actually, no, that's
Kumye. Okay, in the one jersey.
In the. Oh, no, you're actually correct. That's actually, no, that's Kumye.
That's Kumye, okay.
Tanale is playing prop.
And he's wearing the 3.
He's wearing the 1.
Okay. Kumye in the 3, Tanale in the 1, and Tupia will take this penalty attempt from just outside the 22 and about 15 to the right of the upright, so less than 15. That's the angle. Slight breeze in front of him, but he should be able to pop this one over.
Low trajectory kick as well, just slightly to the right.
Maybe just a little bit too lax on his part, but
Cylindra Bernie now.
Coming up from A grade. He played a full match in A grade. Still got the energy to run.
And
he gets absolutely cleaned up. That's what happens when you're 75 kilos and you get hit by a 110 kilo guy. You get floated. And he gets up though. He said, I'm fine, everybody, I'm fine. He walks to the wrong side of the field.
Yeah, great. It was, as you see in the Kinect replay, Cylindra Bernie running it straight, getting past one and then on a much heavier guy.
Why didn't he just put a step in there? He had enough time to adjust his direction. Why is everything about a contest between who's bigger or who's tougher, me or you? Anyway, Juggernauts have found themselves in good field position with that line out. And coming around to throw the line out is going to be Shadrach Manga. Let's see if he's got his timing with the man at the front and the man at the 2 jumper. And they've got some guys who are long.
It's a 5-man line out.
Now, have brothers realized it? Yes, they have. Brothers got 5. And the team throwing in. Juggernauts do have 5. Oh, nice take. Nice take. He needs to go down, though. Loose. Ball's loose. And it's just a messy regather. They did well to take it initially at the lineout, but the problems arose when he was going to ground. Somehow it's been ripped off him. I just don't think the transition from taking the ball and then going down to ground and forming a maul or setting up a ruck or releasing it is quite perfected yet by a lot of teams in this competition. But I guess it's something to work on at training. Mohe is going to feed this one. Let's see if he feeds it straight. Yeah, more or less he does. And he still gets a penalty for it. Somebody going down. Yeah, brothers front row getting dropped. And this is Karuri being spoken to.
Yeah. I think an issue with binding, just not really, or angling.
Yeah, captain is John Tikula in the 7 jersey for Juggernauts. And that kick, will it find touch? No, it won't. Kick back in field. It's going to go into the hands of Mohe, who throws it straight out instinctively. Clement runs to the line, then passes. Kennedy Ben. Well, he managed to get rid of it. Arthur Clement, though, finds himself with a couple of red jerseys on him. Bernie now. Bernie's probably thankful that he's not running the ball.
It's Mitch Jonah.
Mitch Jonah kind of looks like Bruno Tuaki, just a little bit. Anyway, they're going out. Toa runs into a shoulder, and he's stopped dead and then driven back.
Yeah, great tackle. That's Roboam there. Boss Roboam.
I tell you what, these Juggernauts defenders are hitting these brothers runners hard. Brothers are usually have the forward momentum, you know, when they
Ball's been stripped away.
Oh, well, that was bound to happen, I guess. Somebody's running up. That's Kennedy Ben. Was he onside or did he just time it
Referee
nicely?
was okay with it, so I think it was onside. And another textbook tackle from Pangas.
And the man in the 13 there.
McLouis.
McLouis. Almost one name, McLouis. He's calling on his halfback, Gilbert, to just kick it for touch and let's get down there quickly.
Billy Tirep with the kick.
Well, Juggernauts have had spent a bit of time inside Brothers territory, so score is 0-0. Neither team able to trouble the scorers at this point, although Brothers did have a penalty that they missed. That was Tirep, I think, or Tupia who missed the conversion there, or the attempt. Going through the hands now. Sikula passes on to a teammate who's lost it.
Yeah, again, when carrying the ball, you have to, ball security is very important. The Brothers defender able to just do enough to get the ball in a loose position, but yeah, again, both teams not really having much of the upper hand so far in this match.
Mohe's going to feed this one. Gustav Icy at the back. Comes out behind him. He lets it go. Mohe.
It's Pangas.
Pangas, the kick.
Kick is charged down, but it was... Again, referee.
Benji, explain that one to me. Is that from the scrum?
I think it was from the scrum infringement there again. Going, I think that scrum collapsed on Juggernaut's end.
Well, then shouldn't the referee blow it at that point instead of waiting for the first play off the ruck, off the scrum?
Can only speculate.
Unnecessary contact, if you ask me. I mean, call it up as soon as it happens, and then let's get on with it. Anyway, Pangas is probably thinking, oh, gee, okay, that doesn't go into my my record. It's been expunged because there was an infringement ahead of that. Anyway, Brothers on the attack. Clement, shot one. Man in the 12, Benji, who's that man?
That's Pangas.
Okay, that's the guy who had the kick charged down. Now, Juggernauts have it. Little halfback Gilbert going through.
His Roboam.
Roboam. Oh, we had a hand there.
Yep.
Cynical play.
I thought he was tangled up again in one of his players' foots, but actually, referee had spotted a hand in the ruck. Penalty to Juggernauts. Billy Tirep going for the touch. Has the legs. And a great punt from Billy Tirep. Will find his team inside Brothers' territory now.
Yeah, Juggernauts. They've been playing most of the game inside Brothers' half, or just in the first 10 meters of their own territory. So, territorially, they've been able to have the upper hand. Let's see if they can translate that into some points. Lineout's good. Throws great. Catch was even better. Going through the hands now. This is Sikula.
Comes to the captain.
No problems at the ruck. But there's problems with the handling. Oh,
offside,
my goodness.
Offside. Referee playing an advantage. Brothers defenders a bit too eager.
Long arm, what do they do?
I think they could go for points, but seems like they will be going for touch once again. Or they go for points.
Yeah, it's 0-0. 17 minutes of this match gone. First half, neither side looking likely to score a try, but when the points are on offer, you want to take them just to get that, break that egg.
Yeah, to break the deadlock.
Make an omelet. Let's go. Man in the 10 jersey.
I believe that is Billy Tirep. Billy Tirep, yep. In the 10 for the CHEMCARE Juggernauts.
He's got a slight breeze behind him. About 12 in from the far side touchline. And about 24, 25 out. Strikes it. Low trajectory. Just bounces off one of the posts. Oh, they've got it. Pangas goes to Bernie. Bernie just hoofs it down. Looking to find that touchline. Anywhere along that line would do. And in the end, he picks up about, give or take, about 15 meters from where he kicked it. Juggernauts. Yeah, the hooker tried to pinch a few meters, and he's been told to go back and stand in line with the linesman. He does that. He still pinches a meter or two, though. Sneaky guy.
They go short.
Front of the line out.
Not straight, not straight.
Yeah, how many things were Juggernauts going to get away with? I don't know. But, brothers, where is that attacking flair brothers have? I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. Been a bit disjointed with their attack, especially off the set piece. Been able to make some yards, but it's the finishing and the execution of those final passes that just been letting them down. Even ball handling has been a bit off. That one is not straight. I mean, I could tell that wasn't straight. It's almost like somebody put some extra adhesive on his hand.
Yeah, Nalu with the throw-in. The throw-in is good.
Yeah, I don't think it was good.
No, it was not.
It wasn't good. It looked exactly the same as the first one. So, no.
They go for a scrum.
The referee said, the first one, the referee said, oh, that's off by a foot. And then the second one, he threw it exactly the same. And the referee said, it's off by a foot as well. And the guy said, no, it's off by an inch. Come on, ref. But no, that was never going to be a winner for him. And Gilbert with this feed. Pops out from the back, Gilbert. He's going to get rid of it very quickly. Going through those hands. Oh, that's shot. The get square. That is the get square. We got Bernie getting smashed earlier on. And now we're even. Even Stevens here at Bava Park.
Yeah, Pangas with that great shot.
Oh, just hit him.
Great work on the ground there from Mohair. Not able to. Oh, cynical play. Juggernauts will be a man down.
Yeah, it's completely unnecessary. He didn't need to do that.
He didn't need to cover the ball. Brothers were going for a quick tap. I think it was the fullback, the Juggernauts fullback, just not rolling away, hovering shielding the ball.
Yeah, Jerry Killy.
As we see in the Connect replay, thought we were going to see that a big shot from Pangas.
As we hear a bit of music at Bava Park. Crowd still here.
Yeah, apologies. We had just a little technical difficulties, but we're back to the game. Brothers go short to No. Comes to Mohair. Clement. He gives a short ball to Pangas. Pangas.
Yeah, it's a bit high.
High tackle, yeah. Referee playing advantage.
Right. Benji, any dangerous play should be called up straight away. I don't think you'd be playing advantage unless there's a try-scoring opportunity right next to, in the next play. If it's midfield, you need to call it up straight away.
I agree with you, Peter. I think the referee was just trying to see if there could be any advantage gained in the plays after it. But brothers, to find a touch. To find touch. And a great touch finder as well from the 15. That's to Pia. At the back for brothers.
My scorecard is still 0-0. I have not been required to write anyone's name. There have been a couple of, I think, penalty attempt misses. That's about it. 0-0 here at Bava Park, round 5 Pepsi Capital Rugby Union. Brothers and Juggernauts. Nice take there at line out, but it's been stolen like a thief in the night. A big thief, by the way. He just grabbed it greedily for his team. And that touch, oh, that's gone back in field. It should have gone out. Anyway, we've got brothers with it. 14 is the man making all the yards.
Yeah, that's Toho, Samson Toho.
Toho.
With the kick return.
Good player, Toho.
Comes to Doa now. Clement gives it to Makam Tanale,
Oh,
and he's
we are
creamed
okay. All right, that's how we're going to play the game this afternoon.
in a great hit.
Tit for tat. Oh, we're going to try it again. Oh, this is good. Two evenly matched sides, and now it's become personal. And now we see the penalty going the other way. So getting a little bit of rush of blood there, especially after that hit. That's 3 awesome hits I've seen so far in this game. This is great. If not for the 0-0 scoreline, this would be a boring match. It's not, because people are getting hammered out there. Kinect replay will show it. Somebody getting slammed. That's the first. The first one, and then somebody on the other side getting a crack as well. So, yeah, they are trading in blows. People are getting smashed. Maybe it pays to put a little bit of a step and a shimmy and a jink in your run. Why would you run straight into the mouth of a cannon unless you're looking for trouble? Okay, this line out, bit loose. It's okay, though. Good run here from Kururi. He's eventually brought down. Karuri. Sikula. Oh, my goodness. You just need to hold on to the ball, sir. That's all you need to do. Oh. No pressure on him. Unforced. He was on the attack, front foot. Pass was given to him. Wasn't a terrible pass.
There was also players on the outside as well.
Yeah, there was a whole line of them waiting for that ball, and they would be staring daggers at him right now. They're probably calling him Butterfingers right now. I would be if I was playing. I'd be calling him Butterfingers. Anyway.
So your brothers again with the feed?
More here to feed. Oh, this scrum is getting
collapsing.
And I think I'd blame brothers on that occasion. Their front row just went straight down. Somebody's injured.
Yeah, that's looks like number 1. The number 3 for brothers, Malcolm Kumye.
$15 minutes left in this half. First match was pretty entertaining, very competitive. This match is turning out to be that way. Only difference is they haven't scored any points yet. But we've been blessed. We've had 3 explosions.
We've had the 3 of arguably the best 3 hits of the year. And also, yes, a special shout out, thank you to our sponsors and also the fans as well. But our sponsors, Money Plus, Pepsi, and yes, of course, as we all know, without the fans, it wouldn't be possible, and also matches would be pretty boring. We witnessed that during the COVID lockdown, but yes, again, our sponsors, Pepsi, Money Plus, New Power, Connect, our broadcast partner, Stanley, SP, KPMG, Full Waste Management, XCMG, Constantino Group, Gangloff Consultants, the Steamships, and we will quickly cross over to our sideline commentator, Jamie Harrow. Jamie, over to you.
With less than 20 minutes to go in the first half of the second Premier Grade fixture, the current scores 0-all. Both teams, Brothers and Juggernauts, playing a bit defensive. Juggernauts down to a player for a professional foul, but still strong play from the Juggernaut side, so we're expecting a lot from their side. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jamie. That's Jamie from the sidelines.
Yeah, we just saw a quick tap taken by Mohe, but he made a mistake. He actually knocked it on after he tipped it. And the Juggernaut said, hey, okay, we got it. But the referee said,
but
no.
You're all offside.
Yeah, he's still all offside. So that was a dodge from Mohe. Long arm, though. They can go for the three-pointer if they want, but they're going to go for the hit up.
I see, driven back, still going, refusing to go down. But there's, not rolling away.
Mohe.
Step and go. Jonah.
There's some guys lining up people for big hits, so just watch for those big hits. You people watching this stream, big hits are abounding in this match. Guys want to run straight, guys are going to pay the price. Oh, we're going to see a kick across field. It's going to be cleaned up, you'd think, by the Juggernauts, what's he doing here? Just play it safe, son.
Played safe, grounded. He does just that, so it'll be a goal line dropout, if I'm correct.
That's okay. They can live with that result. Main thing is they prevented a try. And rather than trying to run it out against impossible odds, you got 4 or 5 black jerseys in front of you. Unless you are, I don't know, Swali'i, you're not going to get past those guys. So you're just better off grounding it, which is what he's done eventually. Now the dropout.
Goal line dropout. It's a low trajectory one.
Yeah, it's a wobbly old one, but it's got some yards on it. And
comes to cylinder Bernie.
Bernie's going to pass it. I guarantee you, he's not running straight. Now, Kennedy. Kennedy Ben, or is it Ben Kennedy? From the base, Tupia. Gets it on to the man in the 6th jersey. That's no, is it?
I believe that's Bradley.
Mohe with the
Uyaka.
box kick. Now, can you call a mark? Because if you can, that guy should have called a mark. Anyway, kick is great, though. That's a great kick. That's a great kick. Was he in his 20? No. Yes, he was. He was in his 20 when he kicked it. He's fine. So the line out stands where it's gone out. A few brothers players were asking the referee, saying that he may have taken it outside his 22. Therefore, that would result in the ball coming back to where he took it. But he's been deemed to have kicked it out inside his 22. So, Crusaders get the benefit of the doubt there. Meanwhile, the Crusaders, the Juggernauts bench, they look calm and collected. Now, Clement with a high one. It hangs. Black jersey's chasing it. Clement.
It bounces away from everyone.
Yeah, did he really want to catch it, or was he just trying to disrupt the
referee's
Juggernauts?
picking an advantage for knock on, for a high tackle. I think it was either Clement or no.
Well, Benji, this match, we've got about 10 minutes in this first half, and we're still 0-0. Can someone bring out the drop goal at some point? Anything? Have a shy at the uprights. Seems like neither side are able to find a play that'll get them through.
Yeah, and also both teams, again, that throw was not straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, both teams haven't been able to find themselves in some good attacking opportunity inside the 22s. And when they do, they just haven't been able to put post points on the board. Just that final blow, the final. And also, yes, and Juggernauts are back to full side. They had a man down in the bin.
Jerry Kelly coming back on.
Kelly. It's a great result for Juggernauts, having the one man at disadvantage, but no points scored from the brothers there. But
Quick tap taken by Clement. He's taken down.
He's taken down, so referee playing advantage. Offside. Quick tap and go from Icy. From Gustav. Comes now to Uyaka.
Another penalty. Long arm. Bernie throws it out to Kennedy. Kennedy tries to fend off guys. They've got him, though. They've collared him. Comes back. He's going to come back, and this is a great position to kick a goal from, if you ask me. Brothers are going to take it. I guarantee you, I'm 95% sure they're going to take the 3.
It looks that way as well. The whole bench for Brothers was also signing for a 3, so it will be Brothers will look to get the first points of the match.
No pressure. This one's in front. About 30 out. And maybe a little to the left of the uprights. Maybe negligible. Yeah. But we have Tupia.
Yeah, Tupia.
Tupia, his last attempt was kind of lackadaisical. It really didn't carry any height. It was kind of stabbed, really. Maybe he'd want to put a full follow-through on this one and make sure it goes out. At the very least, it should go out. Oh, this is another little stab special from Tupi. It bounces off the post. And it's picked up and kicked downfield, center field. It bounces up, picked up by Bernie. Bernie's going to put a step on. Definitely, he's going to step again, and then he's going to go to ground because he saw a big red shadow coming across.
Yeah, but great work over the ball there. I think there was a captain for Juggernauts. Tikula.
Tikula doing his job.
He fell into the tackle and then Tikula over the ball. Billy Tirip looking to find touch. A great kick as well. We're still pointless. I mean, it's still pointless.
Yeah.
Scoreless is the correct word.
If this was a tennis match, this would be an unending rally. It's just they're just back and forth, back and forth. When is somebody going to break? I don't know. But Crusaders, they've got an opportunity themselves. Oh, they're going to do themselves in the face with those kind of passes.
Yeah, the pass was behind his Mac, running hard.
Yeah, he goes hard into contact. The ball is not out. Now, this is what
referee playing advantage now.
Very clear to the players. Arm out. Little halfback goes for Ron Gilbert. Goes for little saunter. I'm still out. Now, this is Karari. Gets hit. Don't see an advantage going to come back.
So yes, no advantage, and we'll come back to that penalty for offside again.
Now this this penalty, I think Terrari, is it? Tirip is going to kick for touch, but I was thinking just for a split second, why doesn't he just take an attempt at the post? And it's something that you'd see a high-level player, or at least a player with a long boot attempt. You'd consider it, but I don't know. This is probably the closest I've seen in these two teams playing each other. A very competitive fixture. I know it's only round 5, but brothers are being held nicely by Juggernauts, who I think have started this season with a new lease on life. They've got a new set of uniforms, and that's kind of motivated them as well. They really weren't doing much last year in terms of where they were on the table. But this year, they seem to be a different beast. Brothers, on the other hand, well, we know they've won multiple titles. We know they made the grand final last year, but they really look like a different side altogether from that grand final making side. And this long pass will find a man, but actually won't find anyone. The only man it was going to find was the linesman.
Yeah.
And even he was out of position, so...
Yeah, Mac Louis with that pass. It was overthrown.
it was really a speculator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he passed it and said,
it was a Hail Mary.
It was a Hail Mary, and he said, listen, if you're good enough, get to it. The guy was not good enough. In fact, I don't think anyone was going to be good enough to get to that ball.
Except for the linesman.
Fortunately, he's not playing for either of these teams. So,
Nalu with the throw-in now.
Yeah, and brothers really need to get something on the board. I think whoever scores, I think it's that type of game. Whoever scores is going to have a bucket load of confidence, and they might go on to put a few more tries on. But it's the key aspect is they need to score first. Get on the board. This is Mac Louis.
Mac Louis bumps off one, fends off another.
Another guy gets collared. Arm is out.
Mohair with the high tackle.
Arm is out. And he said, it's okay. Mac Louis says it's fine. You got me high, but boy, was that first contact pretty good. What about my fan? He's probably asking everybody around him. And now they're going to go for the 3. So it looks like Juggernauts will get a very kickable penalty coming off a high shot on the center, Mac Louis, after a very good run he made. He bumped off Pungus, I believe, and then he fended off another player before someone managed to put an arm around his collar and neck area. And that's a penalty.
Yeah.
And a high shot. So the initial bump off of Pungus, then he puts a fend, and then it's Mohair that picks him up high and puts him in an awkward position. And now we've got the halftime siren going as Billy Tirip lines this one up. And he's got about 25 out and about 12 to the left of the upright. Strikes it. Will he get it? Yes, he does. Finally. Finally, the points have come to Juggernauts. And they've got the penalty goal, 3-0 in front at halftime against Brothers. That's how this first half has gone. Absolutely no points until the very last minute, literally the last minute, where a conversion penalty has been attempted by Billy Tirup, and he's nailed it. And we have Crusaders, CHEMCARE Juggernauts, leading KRAMER APAC Asia Pacific Brothers here at Bava Park. Round 5, Premier Grade Pepsi Capital Rugby Union. We'll be back after this short break.
There is more to what the future holds. You be holy man, no one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Introducing Datamax Premium Ultra-Wide Copy Paper. Perfect for all your printing needs. 80 GSM, 500 sheets bearing. Premium quality paper. Enjoy true colors, no smudges, sharp images for brilliant results at every shade. It's the ultimate choice for crisp, professional prints. Works seamlessly with all printers. Get yours today at Theodist Business Superstore.
Welcome back to Bava Park. And that's halftime here in the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union Premier Grade fixture between Brothers, KRAMER APAC Brothers and Juggernauts, CHEMCARE Juggernauts. It's 3-0 to Juggernauts. And that penalty, that 3 points, was kicked after the halftime siren. So very low, not actually no points scored apart from that 3 that was taken after the halftime siren. Up. And we're going to go to Jamie, our sideline commentator, for an update.
Yeah, guys, what a incredible 40 minutes in this Premier Grade fixture. 3 points to nil, Juggernauts just taking that penalty goal done by Billy Tirup to lead in the first half It has been a very physical match, and we're expecting to see a lot of more physical and defensive plays in the next 40 minutes. Over to you guys.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. And you said it. Very physical encounter that we've seen in the first half. Now, we didn't get any points. We didn't even get close to scoring tries. We saw some enterprising play, and we saw several penalty attempts that missed. But you know what we did see? We got some reward, though. We saw 3 really awesome hits, and hopefully they're included in the highlights going forward.
And also some contenders for tackle of the year.
Yeah, those well, hit it wasn't a hit, the tackle of the year. I'm not talking about song hits. As you see here, the halftime siren go off, so teams are going to run back out, and Brothers probably trying to figure out how they can execute better and get on the board, preferably through tries rather than penalty goals. Juggernauts, on the other hand, are probably happy with their effort, although they didn't score any tries. To be able to keep a side like Brothers to 0 at halftime, that is something worth celebrating, but they're going to have to do it for another 40 minutes and also score points of their own. So that's the challenge they have in front of them. Good thing, though, is that they are going to be running, well, I don't know if it's a good thing. One, they're running into a slight breeze, second half, but they don't have to look into the sun or into the setting sun, which isn't really bright this afternoon with all the cloud cover here in Port Moresby. Brothers, on the other hand, they need to live up to the reputation of being one of the top sides in this competition. They haven't looked it over the first 40 minutes. And no doubt, Getty Ruck, I believe, is on the field?
No, he's not in the team for this week.
Okay, so Toa, Icy, Mohe, Arthur, those are the gentlemen that need to steer the ship for Brothers, and they'll be on they'll be receiving the restart as soon as the referee blows time. And there you have it, time's blown. Now this restart's going to go 10. Just tap back by
tap back from Juggernauts.
Now we're going to see a little bit more of that contact. Preferable. The preference for the contact is starting to become a feature of this match. Clearance here. I'm not sure what he was trying to do with that, but it goes straight to
offside.
Toho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of referees spotted a couple of players offside in the kick chase. That constituted a penalty. So yeah, all that hard work from Juggernauts to start off the second half well, all undone. Brothers will now kick the touch. And the kick for touch is successful and a great one, just about 10 meters from the try line.
That is, that's a very good kick, and I think Brothers need to take advantage of that now. So Tupai has got them within 10. Now Brothers need to get the line out right. The throw-in has to be close to good.
Yeah, Aiden Nalu with the throw-in.
Straight and to the man it's intended for. I'm thinking front of the line out. That's where they've had their success, or most of it. Well, they might try something different, but it should go to the man in the front. Actually goes to the 2 jumper. Doesn't matter. They've got the maul up and rolling.
Wiaka.
Yep. Pushed forward, and it's been held up, but no advantage to Brothers. Closing the gap, I believe, or bringing it down. Yeah, bringing it down illegally.
Yep. Collapsing the maul.
Okay, Brothers can sniff something here.
They go for a scrum. Wow, wow.
Okay, we've been told that is the second maul that has been constructed on a rugby field all season, 5 rounds. Lord knows how many games, probably what? Well, in the Premier Grade anyway, that's probably what, 20-odd games? 20 plus, something like that. And that's the second maul. People are allergic to mauls, apparently. Need to take some medicine for that so they can do some more mauling. All right, this scrum. Mohair feeds it, and it goes straight down. And somebody takes a tap and knocks it on. This is what we've seen. I've seen that twice already.
I think that's Icy again.
Well, they still get the ball, though.
Luckily, those Juggernauts players were, I think, were offside, so they weren't set for that quick tap. So again, bounce the ball, favoring the brothers the second time, but we'll see a quick tap here.
Getting set that first pot, brothers. They've got another one hiding, lurking behind, but they go right. And Gustav, I see.
A bit too upright.
Yeah. And I think he knows it as well. What was he thinking? And some of this defense by Juggernauts is vicious, committed. They
Great
want to
line
put some
speed
hurt.
as well.
They're going to rush out and nail this pot that they're setting up. And that's what they
Again.
do. But that won't matter to brothers. At least they still have possession and they can relaunch another one. They go to the right this time. That's pushed to the side as well. The brothers just need to hold their nerve, stay patient. Clement, kick across field, but he's kicking to no one.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Referee was playing an advantage.
Okay, so I take that back. Clement saw that the arm was out. He was going to get the penalty, so he could do whatever he wanted. He could have just, I don't know, kicked it back to his side of the field, and the referee still would have given the penalty. So I guess he was hedging. He decided to take a low percentage play. Didn't come off. He still got the penalty. Moore now. He's got the ball in hand.
They will look to go even.
Yeah.
Even Steven.
That's the most logical decision to make. You're right in front, and that one is very kickable. In fact, you would have to be blindfolded and facing the other direction to miss that one. So I've already put the knockers on him. Let's see if he can actually still kick it.
Yeah, it's Tupia again lining up this conversion. Can he go 1 from 3?
1 from 3, or you mean none from 3? Oh,
Yeah.
1 from 3. Yeah, 1 from
1
3.
from
I get
3
you.
or none
That's
from
it.
3?
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
If
I missed you. Sorry about that.
if he misses this one, he'd have to lose his kicking license.
Yeah, I'll go down there and confiscate myself. But I won't have to because he's got it.
Yeah. Well, we're all tied now. The KRAMER APAC brothers 3. All tied here with the CHEMCARE Juggernauts 3. It is the second half, 5 minutes in. Juggernauts, Billy Tirrup about to get this kick restart. And he goes long and he goes deep. Ball still in the field of play. Uyaka driven back. Tupia goes long. Big boot.
That's a nice kick.
That's a nice kick.
Really nice. And this is the man who spent a bit of time in the bin. That's Killy, Jerry Killy. He's not going to stop.
Knocked offside.
Gustav.
Great work from that kick return there. Gustav able to get the ball and find offside defenders, giving his side the penalty.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they could have got out of the way, because the man who kicked the ball was the one who attempted to tackle Gustav. No one else did, but the fact that they were inside.
Another great touch finder as well.
Well,
it's a big gone out on the full actually. So it will be
dead in goal, out on the full dead in goal. So he tried to bite off more than he could manage.
Yeah.
Okay. We're looking for a scrum here to Crusaders. Crusaders captain Tsukula is asking about the ruling.
So it's been kicked out on the full, so it will be a scrum.
Yeah, I think that's the most logical way to go about things.
Yeah, so if it's put out on the full, it will be a scrum again.
It's a good way to restart the match, and you give possession to the team that was defending that kick, because they're not the ones who kicked it out on the full. Or dead in goal anyway. All right, Gilbert with the ball. Mohe right behind him. Brothers put a great shove on.
They get the penalty with the card. It's for a couple of times now. Yeah. Angling.
That's something they're going to have to work out during the week at training. Otherwise, they'll be giving away that kind of penalty all year. Putting themselves on the back foot unnecessarily.
I think he was warned a couple of times by the referee, and then I think that was the final straw. So he's come to the bin for 10.
Well, these are interesting problems for clubs to deal with. If your scrums aren't working, how do you fix it? How do you sort it so it's actually competitive or at least manageable throughout the course of a game?
Goes to
Brothers,
Uyaka. Ball comes out, but it's been knocked on.
How do you knock that on, though? How do you knock that on, though? I mean, it clearly went back, right?
I thought so, but the referees ruled that it's knocked forward.
Okay, so it's a league malaise that's affecting rugby at the moment. Anything that's dropped, anything that looks like a hint of a drop is a knock on.
We have a couple. We have a substitution. This is then.
Yeah, he played in the A grade. This big gentleman.
The 23.
Yeah, he's going to come on in the front row.
Yes, because they have they can't have a scrum without a front rower, so someone has to come from the field. It's looking like it's the winger, the right winger, coming off for.
He's going to wait this scrum out, and then he's going to come back on the field.
Actually, he's going to stay until whenever the front row has come back on.
Okay, they're confusing themselves with who's coming off, who's staying on, what's going on.
So it's Boas Robon coming from the field to make way for the one-man.
So they'll still have 7 in the shove, and they get to keep the winger.
They get to kick. No, they have 6 now with the flanker coming off. One of the blindside flanker coming off for Juggernauts. So the 6 men in the scrum, and you see a big shove coming from Brothers. Great work. Yeah, the one-man advantage at scrum showing.
No, well, Brothers, long arm. What do they do? Ask for another penalty? Another scrum? Yeah.
As we see in the Connect replay here, that scrum from Juggernauts under all sorts of pressure, moving backwards. Yeah. Great work from Brothers at that scrum.
Well, they've seen a weakness and they want to exploit the weakness, and that's in the scrum, so that's why they're keeping it in the scrum. Next worst result, or at least what they're looking for now, is another another Juggernauts player being sent from the field, a sin bin. If they continue to put pressure on this Juggernaut scrum, somebody's going to infringe, and he's going to be asked to leave the field for 10 minutes. Otherwise, just make use of the extra man and tap it and send it out. Brothers, Moorhead comes out. Clement throws to nobody. Tupia. Tupia looks in front of him. He's got 3 guys in front of him, so he passes it to
Cylindra Benny bumps off one.
Oh, Bernie, hard to handle. Hard to handle until he runs into a prop. Now, the Juggernauts are going to try and force this one out. They've got lots of red jerseys around that ball, but Brothers have managed to secure it for the recycle. Passed out.
Comes to Uyaka.
Uyaka, that's a good run from Uyaka. He picked up about 12 meters on that, 13.
Referee playing an advantage now.
Okay, this
Here comes Nalu. Nalu's driven back.
Oh, Nalu's hit hard and just smashed back. Penalty, though, is still standing, and Mohe is going to try and take advantage of the staggered defensive line. It's hard to handle in these situations. And now Gustav Icy goes down on his knees, so that's automatically a rock. He needs to release it. Who's that?
It's Jonah.
Okay, that's Jonah. They're coming out. They got him short here. If they just pass it.
Tupia had man on the outside, but he took on the line.
Tupia, if you watch the replay, I'm telling you right now, you had 3 guys outside you, and there were 2 defenders. So you figure it out. Do the math. Now they're going to go to the right. All right, instead of passing it out, they step back in.
Uyaka again.
And continue to that side. Pass is intercepted. That's fine. That's cool. That's okay. Did we see a little knock on? No, that's fine. Gilbert, don't look around, Gilbert. Pass the ball to somebody quickly. Somebody gets nailed. This is what happens when you take your time. The defense lines up your targets and puts them out
It
of
was
their
offside,
misery.
actually. Referee playing advantage.
Well, you'd like to blow the whistle now, wouldn't he? The team's at a disadvantage. They're inside.
Oh, no, actually, referee's fine with it.
Oh, that bounces off two jerseys of different colors.
Yeah, no, it was accidental offside.
Yeah, Benji, you're going to need to explain that one to me.
So when I said there was an advantage, I was mistaken. Actually, ref was okay with it, and then you have the accidental offside ball there. I think it bumped one of the Juggernauts players into another Juggernauts player who was in front. But yeah, we have the number 3 coming onto the field.
He's not going to play tight head. He's just got the number 3 on his back. Or at least I hope he won't. We'll see where he packs down at the next scrum. But are we back to a full set? No. Still a man down.
So the number 8 coming from the field. Substitution there. So the number 8, Stephen Roberts, being substituted by the, I'm not sure, again, the jerseys, team list being different from the jerseys, and really letting us down. But again, we're still inside Brothers territory. Brothers have the feed at this scrum. Juggernauts now reaching for the bench. A couple of players warming up, a couple also looking to come into the field of play.
And the man who's been, I think he's coming back on.
No, I think
it's
yeah,
a new man.
New man. They go to the blind side. Icy running hard, scores.
First try of the match is finally put down, and put down hard. It's Brothers.
Yeah, Gustav Icy, great work from the base of that scrum there. Get the ball, goes over to the blind side. As we see in the connect replay here, Mohair feeds it. Icy from the base of that scrum, runs hard, drags over 3 defenders, and gets the first 5-pointer of the match. The conversion is about 5 meters in from touch. A try scorer there on the screen. Mohair lining up this conversion now with Tupia coming from the field.
8 points to 3, Brothers over Juggernauts. Mohair, if he gets this from the sideline or close to the sideline, it'll provide Brothers with a further boost of confidence after they finally got over the try line. The first side strikes it. That's a terrible strike. That hasn't gone anywhere.
Didn't have the legs to. But yes, the conversion unsuccessful. The KRAMER APAC Brothers 3 leading the CHEMCARE Juggernauts. The KRAMER APAC Brothers 8 leading the CHEMCARE Juggernauts 3. Juggernauts still have a man in the bin. So 14 on 15 still.
Well, it's gut check time for Juggernauts. They're trailing. Looks like Brothers could be building momentum to something after finally getting the first try.
So Benoni Goare is on the field now in the 21. He's replaced to Pia. Comes to Benny. There's a touch on that kick though, but it's been knocked on from Benjamin Kennedy.
Yeah, I think it's Kennedy Benjamin. Or is it Kennedy Ben?
Yeah.
Connect replay shows that Brothers were just going to get a. He almost had it there. Got a little shoulder around the thigh area. We got Juggernauts getting full complement again. There's a man that was in the bin is coming back on. Shore up that scrum. Or if he hasn't, there's somebody else who's going to come on and make it a full 15. And Juggernauts will get to play on with 15 men. They trail by 5 points, 8-3. But this match is by no means over. It's only the 58th minute of play. Still have about 23 minutes left.
Ball comes
Onside.
out.
Gilbert. Oh, he manages to fling a defender away. And now we'll see how smart Juggernauts are. Can they hold their nerve? Can they hold their nerve? I don't think taking them straight on, head on, is going to be a wise move. Now this man, he was off the bench, off in the bin. He's come back on, make up for that time he spent away. Gilbert with a little step. Actually, the step saved him. If he had run in a straight line, it would have been cleaned up. And somehow he gets back up to pass the ball again. No, that's not him. That's somebody else. Couldn't have been him. Now, it's Juggernauts advancing this ball further up to the 22 brothers. And now we've got a half break here. Still going now. They don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to rush it. They want to be very sure about what they're doing. Left. Going through the hands. Overlap. Can they get there? Man cuts back in. Probably the right decision. They were running out of real estate. That ball needs to come out. And they need to reset again.
Almost through.
Goes through. He goes down. It comes back. It's knocked back. Referee says play on. Juggernauts on the attack here against brothers. It comes loose. All right, Benji, this is decision time for Juggernauts. Do they take the three
not
on
releasing.
offer?
Do they go for 3 to get back just 2 points?
Or do they roll the dice with the 5 points?
They still have time, so they could roll the dice, but it would be good to get points, as this is looking to be a low-scoring match, and they do they go for a quick tap.
Well, they are showing us that they do not have lemons. They've got watermelons. But they're getting forced back now. They need to just keep their nerve. Juggernauts need to keep their nerve. That's a good one. He runs off and that bounces off a defender. That's good.
Offload.
They need to be smart about this. They can't be pushing passes. All right, this one's directly in front. Please go for the 3. Make it very easy for yourself.
No,
you tap it, you're living on another planet. Okay, he's on another planet. And they're going to push for that try. They want the try. They want the try. If you want the try, make sure you score it. Don't do that. Make sure you score it. Thank God I'm not a coach. If you're going to go for that try, you've got to score it. You have to score it. Now they're going to have to play to try and force a mistake. They had a 3 right in front of them. Right in front of them. All they had to do was take the 3, make it a 2-point game, and work their way back in to brothers' territory. I guess they want to win the psychological battle just as much as they want to win the try-scoring battle.
Yeah, you have to, they took the risk and it didn't come off this time. But the good thing is they are still in brothers' territory for Juggernauts. So if they can compete at this lineout, probably get one back. And brothers' lineout too has showed some cracks.
Well, don't give a penalty away, please. That's the last thing you need to do.
Again.
Okay, this is the opportunity.
The lineout not straight for brothers. Nalu with the throw-in. Just
what do Juggernauts do? Do they go for the scrum or they go for a lineout?
Yeah, this will be a telling point.
Precious seconds ticking away. Juggernauts, they get a try, they get even.
Yes,
they kick it, they go ahead.
We're into the final quarter of the match. They go short.
Okay, that looks like a maul, sort of. Didn't last long though, but it was technically a maul as soon as he took it in and he stood up and he got pushed towards the opposition try line. However, it lasted all of, I think, 2 seconds maybe a little bit more than that. 3. I'll give him 3.
A couple of substitutions here coming for Juggernauts, I believe. The number 3 coming onto the field, 23 coming onto the field. I believe that's Kue or Kepas. One of the interchange props.
Yeah, he's played a full match in A grade, so they put him up as a bench.
Also the
player.
23 for brothers coming on. That's Junior Sabata.
Junior Sabata played last week.
Last week at fullback. He's onto the field now.
Crucial moment for Juggernauts. They're defending this, but they're deep inside Brothers' territory. They don't want to give a penalty away. They just want to put pressure.
Comes to Guare.
Nice clearance.
Puts it up high, and
That's a really good
that
clearance.
was a great kick as well. Getting his team out of the red zone.
Now, Benji, I'm going to ask you again. Was not taking a 3 going to come back and bite these guys?
Yeah, it could. It could.
They should have taken the 3 when they had a chance.
Because, you know, low-scoring matches, it will be, the points will be a luxury. So you have to take them whenever they're on they're up for grabs. But yes, Jagga have the line out. Strong run. Pangas again.
Just sensible play here will serve Juggernauts. You don't need push passes. They don't need to play like it's 2 minutes to go. Just be sensible about the way you're going about your game. All right, that's good. That's a penalty. Obviously, I'm speaking from the perspective of if Juggers are to get back into this match, this is what they need to do. And staying calm and collected is probably the utmost. Got an injured Brothers player.
Yeah, we have a player down in back play. Let's figure out who that is.
Didn't look like he
Could be cramps, yeah.
yeah, came off. I mean, got
I think
hit.
that's
with anything.
Nalu.
He's going to be asked to either walk it off or leave the field or get replaced. Tap. Oh,
Ball comes free. There was a strong run, but again,
yeah. Well, this was bound to happen. That's why collecting a 3 when it's on offer, when it's easy, when it's laid on a plate for you, served with, I don't know, all the trimmings, you take it. But Juggernauts, I know it's a close game, and a try could change their fortunes, but don't you want to take the 3 when it's right there, right there in front of you, when it's a gimme, a veritable gimme. And they turned it down. They turned it down for the bright lights of the 5 points, which they haven't seen yet. And the longer this game ticks over, the more likely they're going to rule that decision not to take the 3. Clearance comes in nice, but it stays in the field of play. Taken very nicely by the man there, running it back, and he hasn't been put down yet. Eventually he goes down. Now, crucial for Juggernauts to stay focused. We're not looking for anything spectacular. We're looking for something solid. What they did at training is what they need to execute. Ball handling will be key here. This pass, not the greatest one. They still have it. Slammed to the ground. We've got Kennedy Benjamin, or is it?
no, that's Clement.
Arthur Clement.
Coming from the field.
Yeah.
I think it was a slam, I believe. I'm not sure.
Well, this is the 68th minute, so he's going to come back on when the team has 4 minutes left. Kinect replay shows it. Clement gets his man from the side, and in going back, he lifts him and dumps him on his back. Really? Yeah.
That was a bit I'm not too sure on that call by the referee.
We've got 19 coming on for brothers.
Yeah, that's a big Richard Mark.
Big Richard Mark. Richard Mark with the catering business?
Yep, that is him.
That's the same guy?
That is him.
Okay. Yeah, formerly a winger, a puk-puk winger, I might add.
The ball comes free.
Okay.
Great defending from brothers.
Got a knock on here. So brothers are going to scramble. They're going to do anything they can to spoil Juggernauts' momentum. Juggernauts, what they got for them, going for them at this point after they made the mistake, they're deep inside brothers' territory. That's one. And the second point is that they're playing against a 14-man brothers team.
Yes, they have the one-man advantage. Juggernauts just need to put points on the board.
Well, we've got Richard Mark coming back, coming on the field as a forward replacement. He's going to lock down at number 8. I thought he was going to play prop, but number 8 is where he wants to be, where he's going to do the most damage. And brothers are going to have to be very careful. They could very well give a penalty away. Now, we've seen repeat infringements getting sin binned. We saw Juggernauts getting binned for that. We'll see if brothers can keep from doing that, giving the referee a reason. They go to the right.
Sabata runs it a bit and he punts it down into touch. Yeah, great touch finder as well.
That's a really good touch finder. That's a huge pressure release.
Also at pace as well. He was running full speed when he kicked that ball. So yeah, great result for Sabata.
Sabata, yep. Could have played a bit of AFL in his time, I suspect. That was a really nice kick on the fly. He was running at pace and he put it at the right part of the ball. The contact was good. I mean, he's picked up around 35 meters with that. So brothers back out to halfway. Not as imposing as having to defend right on your try line while you're a man down. And Juggernauts, well, had the opportunity, but they blew it. And now they're going to have to do some hard slog. They've made about 3 meters off those two phases. Going through the hands. He needs to get rid of it. He does. Pass back in. They need to find the people on the outside.
Oh,
this is what.
Balls, but I think there was high contact.
Yeah. Bit of pushing and shoving there, and I think you'd have to blame the brothers player, because after he forced the error, he just kept petting the Juggernauts man on the head, petting him continuously, repeatedly. You don't do that. Just leave the man alone. But you are asking for it, so you got a slap for your troubles. Leave the man alone. You did your job. You don't need to continue with it. As we might be going down to Jamie with a quick update, if she's ready. Well, Connect Replay is going to show that that attacking play from Juggernauts actually almost ended up in something positive for them. They were making yards. They were getting past the first defender, and it was just one pass too many they were trying to push. This is a good inside ball.
Yeah, this is the run here.
And he gets, and then
gets a few pats to the back of the head.
Gustav Icy probably carried on with it when he didn't need to.
And we will cross to the sideline to our sideline reporter, Jamie Harrow.
8 points to 3. The brothers taking the lead in the second half with that penalty goal from the fullback Manu Tupia, and the only try in this match from Austin Mohe. They're currently taking the lead with less than 20 minutes to go. So far, only one injury from the hooker. Hayden Nalu has been currently attended by the first responders, but it is a physical match, and we're expecting a lot in this last 20 minutes.
Well, you got to give him full marks for trying, Juggernaut. Oh, by the way, thank you, Jamie. You have to give them full marks for trying, Juggernauts. They've blown a couple of opportunities. One of them was a penalty right in front attempt they could have taken, but they've put that behind them, and they've had a few good opportunities. One of them resulted in almost a half break. This one, going out to the edge now. The first problem I saw with that backline move was everyone was running sideways, or at least diagonally, when they should have been straightening. Somebody should have been straightening up the attack. That's how you drag defenders back in. And they weren't doing that, and they've made a mistake as well. A forward pass. It's amazing how forward passes get picked up almost like clockwork.
And also, brothers still in their own territory. They haven't been able to get out of it, this part of the field for the last couple of minutes now. So you should ask how long before all this territory will they leak points. But yes, Juggernauts have the ball now. Nice step, dummy. 17. If you're passing to a prop, you know he's going to run it straight and run it hard. Thought they had an overlap for a second there, but Juggernauts still have the ball. Comes to Gilbert. Gilbert dummies one way, runs back, and he's been flung to the ground.
It didn't look any different like the one that cost the brothers time in the bin, Arthur Clement.
That actually looked a little bit more
worse?
A little worse than the one that was Clement.
Listen, it must be the lighting out in this afternoon here. There's not much light. There's a lot of cloud in the sky. And
they look like they could be going for points, and they're actually going for touch once again.
Juggernauts can't take a trick. They just want that 5. 5 or forget about it is what they, that's the motto they've got in their heads right now. They want the try, no matter what. You could serve them up a full chicken dinner, roast dinner, and they will say no. They want to try. They don't want any free threes. They want the try. Well, that's great. Now you have to score it. You have to do what you have to do to get over that line. First thing would be winning this line out. And we've got about 3 minutes until brothers get their man in the bin back, Arthur Clement. As we see Juggernauts just desperately trying to get some ascendancy, make some progress with this ball. Richard Mark trying to scare the living daylights out of the ball runners for Juggernauts. I don't think he even made any contact there. He just looked mean and ran straight. We see a Juggernauts man go down.
Not releasing. Great work from Pangas to get over the...
That's a killer. That is a killer.
Referee playing advantage.
Inside the 10, offside. Yeah, we've got some instructions coming off the sideline. I'm not sure it's coming from the crowd or from the bench. I think it's coming from the crowd. A lot of great coaches out in the crowd.
And also, like, if the CHEMCARE Juggernauts would have gone for those 3 points and penalties, I'm pretty sure they would be in front in this by this point in the match. But yeah, they're still trailing by 5. The line-out throw is good, but the Juggernauts have the ball.
They're still attacking from inside their half. Okay, that's the right idea, but the chase has to be good, and the kick return is pretty good, or at least the return kick is pretty good. And now they're going to try and set something up.
And great, solid first contact from Sabata. Ball comes out.
Juggernauts, they might panic, yeah. Brothers, though, they've been here before. It's a great run here, but he's eventually put down. And Juggernauts are just getting pushed back further into
the kick is a bit too deep.
Half.
It'll come back for a scrum. Not the result that the brothers player was going for, but he had the right idea. There was no one at the back for Juggernauts, but the kick had a bit too much on it.
Yeah, and less than 2 minutes of play remaining, according to the timer, or at least the clock. So Juggernauts, if they're going to make some magic happen, they better make it happen in this next play or two.
So Brothers already back to a full team. Clement already back on for the Brothers.
Little Al Gilbert gets picked off the back of the scrum.
Pick and go. That's Kepas, I believe.
Long pass out there to a man who's covered well, but he makes some ground before he goes down. Juggernauts through the hands. Body position not great there, but he still managed to get it back.
There's an overlap.
Gilbert, yeah, they got a lot of players outside, but they don't have any territory to work in. That's the problem.
Referee not releasing.
Kennedy Benjamin tried to take the mark, take the quick tap, but he was about 3 meters in front of the referee. Brothers are going to take their time. Clock ticking down. Minute and a half remaining. They're not in any rush. Surely they're not going to tap it.
They are going to tap it. They're going to go for the safer option.
Because they'll have the ball in hand?
And yeah, because lineouts also been a bit mixed results. A short ball for Richard Mark, running at a great angle as well, getting past the gain line. Malcolm with a quick pick and go.
And all of a sudden, Brothers' momentum and the complexion of the game changes with Richard Mark's great run.
Mitch Jonah just not being able to just reel that one back in. They have, again, numbers, overlap.
It's the passing.
Shepherding. Unnecessary.
Yeah,
that was just...
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah, heartbreaking. It was just...
Juggernauts have tried hard all day. You can't fault their effort. Some of their decisions have probably not been the best ones at those moments, but they've tried hard, and that's something that you need to commend them for. But, geez, they've made it a little bit hard for themselves because they had opportunities to score points, really easy points, and they didn't take them.
As you can hear the full-time siren go off. Tap into touch from Goare, and that is the match.
And there you have it. KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers have claimed this Premier Grade fixture, the last one or the second one here at Bubba Park, round 5 of the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union. And they've won it 8 points to 3 over CHEMCARE Juggernauts. Brave effort from Juggernauts Brothers. Good win to get them back on track in season 2025 after experiencing a loss last week to their grand final side, the team that won the title last year, the ones that beat them in that decider, Valley Hunters, have come back and they've literally ground out an 8-5 win over a very competitive Juggernaut side. Once again, that scoreline in the second Premier Grade fixture here at Bubba Park Pepsi Capital Rugby Union this Saturday afternoon. It's Brothers, KRAMER APAC Brothers, 8 points, defeating CHEMCARE Juggernauts 3. And Benji, I believe the Juggernauts will rue several of the opportunities, but they can still be proud of the effort they put in. They put themselves in some great positions. They had some great passages of play, and they've been able to get really close, almost getting a win over Brothers. But today it wasn't meant to be, and we're going to go down to the sideline to our sports reporter, PNG Media Council sports reporter of the year, Jamie Harrow, who's on the sideline to do the post-match interview with captain for Brothers,
Mitch Jonah.
The
red light, eh? And I'm here with the winning captain, Mitch Jonah from the KRAMER Asia Pacific Brothers. Mitch, congratulations on the win. What are your thoughts on coming back from the first half performance?
Yeah, thank you. It was a really gutsy performance from the boys, but we held on to get the win this afternoon, and credit to the boys for not letting our guard down, but playing to the ref and also to the time, and we were just waiting for the time to Uta to go. So we really had to work on our defense, and we have some new boys coming up from the A grade and just finding their fit in the Premier team. So yeah, it's really good to have some good wins. Maybe two wins and one loss. So far so good.
Yes, coming back from that last week loss to get a win this weekend, what's your plan now moving forward into the season?
We have a lot of work to do. This week our preparation was not that good. It was impaired by the rainy season on Tuesday and Thursday, our training days. But we managed to get the win, so we will go back next week and try to work on what the coaches want from us as a playing group, and we will go from there.
Lastly, a word of acknowledgement to your sponsors, supporters, or families who showed up at Bava Park.
Yeah, thank you to our major sponsor, KRAMER Pacific, for supporting us throughout the years, and also our minor sponsors. Thank you also to CRU and its sponsors, and also our fans for turning out today. And not just today, but every weekend coming out to support us. And also just want to wish all the mothers happy Mother's Day to all our mothers from the team and throughout all the other clubs. Thank you.
And that was the winning captain, Miss Jonah. Over to you guys.
Thank you, Jamie, for the interview with brothers, Captain Mitchell Jonah. And he said all the right things. It was a close match. He acknowledged the opposition, CHEMCARE Juggernauts, and he's also thanked his fans, but he's also ended off with the best way possible, saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Tomorrow's Mother's Day. So great way to end the game. Brothers winning a really tight contest against a worthy opponent in Juggernauts. It's a great way to get back on track after initially losing last week. Juggernauts, they've got some things to work on, but I think season 2025 is looking up for them as well. Benji, your thoughts before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think it was a very physical game, a very match that both teams wanted it, but just some areas of the game that they need to work on. Also something to look forward to for the rest of the season. Both teams showing promise as well. But again, a great day of rugby. Thank you to all of you joining our live stream, as well as our sponsors, Pepsi, Moniplus, New Power. Also on New Power, they sponsor our women's competition that will be happening tomorrow at Commis as well. So if you aren't doing anything, support our local women's competition over at the Port Moresby International School. Also to Connect, our sponsors Connect, Stanley Hotel, SP Brewery, KPMG, Total Waste Management, Constantino Group, XCMG, Gangloff Consultants, Steamship Marsh, TR7S, Pacific O Sports, Capital Insurance, and AES. Thank you to our sponsors, and this is where we end our live broadcast. Until next time, it's bye from us.